one's not going to get done for a long, long time, spring or summer. So I wanted to make sure I come in here and meet all you guys. I saw that video before, and now it's super cool that I met all you guys. And I'm like, oh, I know that. So it was really neat. And so I want to thank Nancy, who did an amazing job here. So believe me, I mean, when anybody asks who won the TYT meetups, it's an absolute tie. Detroit and Chicago, no question. There's no second place. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. So I love you guys. This is as passionate a city as I've ever seen. I told the people when I first walked in, I've never seen a meetup like this. You know, people trickle in, people come in at the end. I came in, you guys are all here. It's just really the most amazing crew I've ever seen. And maybe one day we get even bigger and there's a lot of people, etc. But I'm never going to forget like this family attitude we've got here. And I feel like we're all one big family. And I love what you guys have created here. And I love, you know, that you all came together, you worked together the whole year, and how much you put your heart into it. And we put our heart into it right back at you. And so I love you guys. And thanks for doing it all year long. One last thing I wanted to say about our crew. So when I got here, I told you that Dave Kohler's here. Where's Dave? He's right here. Okay. Right. Oh, there you are. Okay. Right next to me as always. Dave and I have been doing this for 13 years, right? And we drove across the country. We started it together, and he has done every single thing at the company. He's been absolutely instrumental. And he's a giant behind the scenes. So I want to thank Dave for doing that. We even brought our audio guy here, Steve-O. So Steve's been with us for now a long time as well as COO of the company, and has been instrumental. So I want to thank him for coming. And then I want to introduce you to guys that you might not know, although you guys are so hardcore, you probably do know, but Commander of the Armies of the East, Aaron Wysocki. Yeah. Aaron was a listener of the show, just like you guys, and started volunteering. And we thought, Jesus, this guy's amazing, okay? And we're so lucky to have him. And he got, you know, just kept doing amazing work one day after another. No one hustles like him. And eventually got promoted all the way to one of the leaders of the company. And he's the director of marketing. And he's got a whole army with him now in Pittsburgh. He's got a crew there, including Chris and others. Who are now, we call it the Boiler Room in Pittsburgh. We've got a TYT office in Pittsburgh, which we're very proud of. So thank you. Okay. And then my crew is here, and you guys might know some of them from the post games when I talk about them, etc. But you might not know how much they help me behind the scenes. So these are my friends I've known for over 30 years. They've given me advice, counsel, and money. So I appreciate all that. So you got Tolga over there, Batur, and... No, I'm going to leave him to that. Nigel, Sujay. Sujay's wife works with us, Praveen. She's amazing. Jack, and who else? Anyway, they're all us. Okay. But I saved two people to that end. When we were in my living room, we were able to be in my living room because he gave us the initial little bit of money to be able to buy radio equipment. So these are the guys you never see, but the Young Turks would have never existed. None of us would have gotten together. The show wouldn't have happened, and we wouldn't have been able to put out the message if Kenan hadn't given us the initial bit of money. Throughout, He's been a counselor, an advisor, a finance. I mean, he's just been amazing. And then finally, the guy who's usually not here in the country because he's in Turkey, Bora. I mean, along with Kenan and my parents, and maybe even more critical than my parents, honestly, Bora stepped in, and it's a story that we all have in some ways. Like, you need someone to believe in you, you know? And it's all the guys, and Kenan, no question. But Bora said, I'm going to give you something, and just because I believe in you, and you're my friend, and we've always done everything together, and we're going to do this together. And if it wasn't for him, we never would have gotten up off the ground. So, so much for everything.
You know what? I want to say something also.
Steve.
All right. So, hey guys, I want to say something about Cenk because I don't know if you guys all know how truly remarkable he is. And I know you guys know, and that's why you're all here today. But a few years ago, we had an opportunity to get a very, very large investment from a company on one condition. They want us to kill Wolfpack. And the reason for that is that this company owns a lot of TV stations in the swing states, and they make a shitload of money on money in politics. And they said, to their credit, they're being honest. They said, look, we make a lot of money from money in politics, so it'd be wrong for us to invest in a company that wants to take money out of politics. So she just said, look guys, just shut this down, and you got it. And I asked Cenk, what are you going to do? And it was not even a moment's hesitation. He said, no way. Yeah. He said, no way. And he said, all right. And that's the way he's been since I've known him when we were 14 years old. We used to, we're such dorks. We would literally sit in his driveway and pull an all-nighter when we're, 16, 17 years old. Debating, discussing politics and history and culture and religion and what's good and what's not good. And that hasn't changed in 31 years. So that's amazing. And the amount of work that he puts in every single day to run the company, to do the show, to get all of his facts correct, then he's to run home and be a good dad, be a good husband. Plus, he's unbelievable in keeping in touch with everyone. I mean, look at us. Yeah. There's 10 of us on these MLK trips every single year, and we've all been friends for over 30 years, and Cenk is the anchor of this group. So he's a truly remarkable human being, and I think everyone would agree that we're all really lucky to have him in our lives. And, I'm so proud to be part of it. And I think what we're doing is really special, and it's special because people like you, this is why we do it. We want to reach the people of America and throughout the world who are Young Turks. And what I mean by that is people who want to hold truth to power, and they want to hold people to account. That's right. And not for money, not for glory, not for fame, but because it's the right thing to do. And we can't do what we do without your support. So this is an amazing and humbling turnout. And it's just incredible. Like I feel overwhelmed by it. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for helping us do what we do. And I just want to say thanks to Cenk for being the leader and the man that he is. Woo! All
as he's gearing up, would all the TYT members stand? We got a lot of members in our crew.